Good morning, everybody. Um, it is 7:18 a.m. I'm in Houston, Texas. I don't even know if you can hear my music in my headphones, but I am jamming this morning, and I'm just full of excitement. I'm full of energy. Like, guys, I'm just pumped. And yesterday was Halloween. Today is my daughter Maddie. Today is Maddie's it's her ninth birthday today, November 1st. We're in 2019, and I'm gonna pause my music because it's making me a little crazy, guys. I just I will go to lunch with her today. Today I will go and I will volunteer at the high school with a kid I've been mentoring for a while. I go and volunteer at the junior high with the kid I've been mentoring for a couple years now. And I woke up with this feeling. I wake up with this feeling a lot. I'll just be honest with you. And it's this whole thought of, if I die tomorrow, like what's left? I mean, what's going on? Like, and when I say that, like, so this is a large culture. When I'm making these videos, I'm speaking to my wife, I'm speaking to my kids, I'm speaking to the people in my organization, speaking to my friends, you know, and it comes with a whole lot of love because, I care for these people so much immensely, and I know how I grew up. Um, I didn't get all the time with my parents that I believe I would have liked, yet it was in God's plan and happened just the way it was. And I've always just asked myself, especially since, you know, the woman who raised me, Patricia Canty, um, she wasn't my birth mother. She raised me like I was her own, and then she passed when I was 17. And, I feel like I wasn't prepared when she passed. And it really, it took me years from 17 to like 21. I was in and out of jail and caused a lot of problems doing stuff. It took me years to figure life out. And I just know for me that if I can leave a legacy, if I could leave just something in my path to, almost like breadcrumbs, Hansel and Gretel, I believe it is, or whatever it may be, just little hints of, this is the path. If there's any way I can help you find your way better and easier, I believe it's my job to do that. Um, Yet I also know that, the path is the path, and you're going to run into some thorn bushes, and things are going to be hard. It's not going to be easy. So the way that I train, the way that I lead, the way that I motivate, the way that I coach, the way that I help everybody in my life as much as I can is, number one, I give you as much as I can. I give you everything I got. And I also, when it comes to the educational part of it, I don't often just give you the answer straight up, and it may be confusing to people, and some people get a little bit frustrated with me. But I'll tell you, everything I do with a purpose. So if I know you're at A and you need to get to Z, I don't tell you B C D D E F G H I all the way to Z. I say, what does B through Z look like, or what does A through Z look like? What do you think you should do? What are some resources you could look into? And all along the way, I drop breadcrumbs and I help people get there, and I give them some resources or maybe help them out here and there. But I'm not going to teach everyone how to fish. And the main reason is because when you teach them how to fish, I mean, when you give them the fish instead of teaching them how to fish, what happens when they die? What happens when the person who's been hand feeding you, and I was a mama's boy, my hair's still, you look at it, it's still crazy looking. I still don't know how to comb my hair. I blame my mom. She combed my hair till I was in eighth grade. I was a mama's boy, just being real with you. And I look at these type of things and I say, what happens to my kids when I pass? Because I know when she passed, oh wow, I was lost. And although it was the path that I needed for me, I was taught by, actually, Rick Torreson is one of my mentors. I was taught, like, my kids aren't me, and everybody else around me isn't me. And maybe that's what I needed, and maybe I was tough and I could deal with it, and I was rough and all that other stuff. But what if other people around me aren't, and they need a little bit more? So what I want to do, and when I think about these different things, is, if I die tomorrow, what have I left for the people around me? And people have been making fun of me lately for making these videos, and you always catch some kind of flack from somewhere. I don't care. I'm going to keep doing it anyways. My thing is, these are the crumbs that I am leaving to help people find their way. Now, I'm not going to clear the entire path and let them just run through it. I'm going to show them the way, and I'm going to pour into them as much as I can. So I'm making these videos, and it's a culture thing. So the culture thing about it today is: are you living as if you are dying tomorrow? Are you living a life where there's a legacy? Are you living a life where you're really leaving those things to other people? And if you're not, why aren't you? Why aren't you living just a life worth remembering? Like I live a life that's a little bit reckless. I move really, really fast. I do things. People are like, what the ALCS championship between New York Yankees and the Houston Astros. I got a call at 7 o'clock at night, and somebody says, "Hey, I want to go to the game. Would you go with me?" And it was crazy because he knew to call me because I'm one of the very few people. It's like, yeah, why not? 7 o'clock at night. Talked to my wife. She gave me her blessing. I said, cool. Booked the flight, got the hotel, bought the tickets. 6 a.m. the next morning. I stayed up till 3 that night preparing for a business thing we're doing within our office. 6 a.m. in the morning, I hopped a flight. I was in New York. The next morning, which was a Friday morning, 6 a.m. in the morning, I hopped a flight back and I was in my meeting here at the office. And it's crazy. I could have not done that. I could have just said, whatever. I'm going to stay. I'm going to play safe and this and the other. But boy, would I have missed an amazing opportunity. So, in all the things you're doing, just ask yourself: if I die tomorrow, is this really the way I want to live? Are these the things I want to be doing? Am I pouring into myself? Like, am I growing myself, my personal being of who I am, my spiritual, my relationship with my health, my relationship with my wife, my relationship with my kids? Am I giving it 100%? Am I living to my fullest? Am I doing all the things I really, really want to do? And am I leaving the things for those people around me that they need from me? I want my kids to know. I want my kids to know what I stood for. I want my kids to know what I believe. That's why I'm making these videos, and I'm on Facebook and putting those things out there. To me, Facebook to me is an opportunity for me to draw a timeline where my kids, when I pass, if it's tomorrow, they can go back and look. And I tell you, 99% of the stuff I leave on there is positive. It's uplifting. It's about doing right by people. And I question the status quo when other people are in a negative mindset. And it gets me in a lot of like little debates and stuff, but I want people to just start thinking differently. So I want my people, I want my family, I want my wife, my kids, I want everybody to just start asking themselves: if we die tomorrow, or if we die in a year, if we die in a couple of weeks, I mean, whatever it may be, you know, number one, were you living that life by design that you really wanted to live? Were you taking some risk? Were you having fun? Playing it safe, it feels cool for most people. And I got to say, for me, it's not who I am. I want to live recklessly. I want to do crazy things. I want a story that people will talk about forever. Like, wow, that dude was crazy. Like, he had so much fun. He lived life to the fullest. And you know what he did? He did right by God's people as much as he possibly could. He gave back to the community as much as he possibly could. He touched so many lives. Like, when I pass, I want my kids to say, he was an amazing dad. He was amazing. He loved me. He was there for me. He believed in me. He told me he was proud of me. He supported me. He didn't let me get away with no crap. Be real. And I want them, when they go out and somebody speaks about me, to say, I'll never forget what your father did for me. Like, those are the things I want to happen. Those are the legacies I want people to remember me by. And you know how you do that? You don't do it by playing safe. You don't do it by keeping everything you have inside of you. You do it by giving everything you got to as many people as you can. It's living a life of abundance. It's just believing in love for other people. It's just a different way of life. So I'm asking you, if you die tomorrow, do you believe you're playing 100%? Are you leaving it all on the field, or are you saving it for tomorrow's game? Because guess what? Tomorrow's game ain't promised to you. This could be the last game of the season. You don't know. I don't know. So, guys, ask yourself the question: if I die tomorrow, am I leaving it all on the field? If I die tomorrow, am I doing everything I could? Today, did I give to the people around me as much as I possibly could? Am I doing right by God's people? Am I honoring my relationship with my God? Like, really go there. And I'm not saying you got to be some Bible thumper and believe you're above everybody, because I made more mistakes than I'd say 99% of the people that listen to me. I'm not saying play it safe. I'm not saying you can't cuss every once in a while, make mistakes. I'm just saying leave it all on the field. and be memorable, leave a legacy. Guys, I love you. I hope this helps somebody today. Um, if you ever need anything from me, give me a shout. I love just helping people. There's somebody out there that needs my message. There's somebody out there just needs somebody to talk to. I want to be your dude. Y'all have a great day. If you ever need anything, give me a shout. Talk to you there. Bye.